Well, let's now look at the current application then. Well, CEMEX plan to extract 1.2 million tonnes of gravel from the site, and at the same time they'll be backfilling that with inert waste, and that is all going to be supervised by the CEMEX site manager to ensure that nothing in that 1.2 million tonnes of backfill has got anything that's in any way toxic in it. So we're looking at about 112,000 eight-wheel trucks going in and 112,000 out, and that gives us, over the period of the life of the project, 280 trucks, passages per day for 7.5 nearly years. That's a lot of trucks, and these loads are all going to be supervised personally by the CEMEX site manager. And I would put it to you that in a perfect world, of course, yes, we can put that on paper, but the reality is these are massive eight-wheel trucks, and who on earth can go from front to back, top to bottom, ensuring that there isn't one tin of weed killer or whatever in one of those loads? Nobody's suggesting that would be by design, but it's certainly liable to happen by accident. Once they've reinstated the fill, they'll cover that with a thin layer of soil that they've kept at the side in the berms, and they'll put it back to agricultural use as it is now. They're going to look at surface drainage by creating some shallow ditches planted with grasses, and they're going to set aside a certain part of it that's marshy to be a pond with bulrushes and the like as a civil amenity. Once that's done, they're going to monitor the site for 5 years, which is the CEMEX's requirement. They have to stay responsible for the site for 5 years after closure, but they will not test for gas because the contention is that it's inert waste, so there will be no ground gas monitoring. They then at that stage have every right to walk away from the site, leaving us with 1.2 million tonnes of inert waste in this infill, for which the CEMEX site manager has assured us that there isn't a single piece of contaminant within the infill.